Today, I find myself in one of Cumbria's most ancient and atmospheric places of worship, St Peter's Churchyard in Heversham, nestled amongst the beautiful Lakeland fells and looking out across a landscape that's witnessed well over 1,000 years of history. The site is believed to be one of the oldest centres of Christian worship in the old county of Westmoreland. Christian activity here may stretch back to the early Anglo-Saxon period, and the church itself stands on ground that's been sacred for centuries. The oldest surviving parts of the present building date from around the late 12th century, although worship on this hilltop almost certainly predates that by several hundred years. The churchyard is wonderfully scattered and irregular, the sort of place that invites wandering rather than simply passing through. Graves emerge naturally from the landscape, some leaning with age, others standing proud against the backdrop of the fells. Among them are several fine 18th-century memorials. Sandstone surfaces still carrying the stories of those who lived and died here hundreds of years ago. What particularly caught my eye were the beautiful carved soul effigies that decorate some of the older stones, these charming little winged faces gazing out from the tops of gravestones. They were a popular symbol of the departing soul and remain some of the most characterful examples of funerary art to be found in northern churchyards. Time may have softened their features, but they still possess a remarkable presence. Near the south side of the church stands another treasure, a listed sandstone sundial. For centuries, it marked the passing hours, long before wristwatches or mobile phones existed, standing quietly among the graves, serving as a fitting reminder time moves on for all of us, while places like this preserve the memory of generations gone by. Stepping inside the church reveals even deeper layers of history. Among its most important treasures is part of an Anglican stone cross, carved more than 1,000 years ago, decorated with intricate scrolls, birds. There are Norman features dating from around 1180, medieval doorways, ancient chapels, a remarkable parish chest believed to be the oldest in Westmoreland, and furnishings that tell the story of centuries of worship and survival. Many of these precious artefacts endured despite the devastating fire of 1601, which destroyed much of the church's content. Yet for all its history, there's something wonderfully alive about this churchyard. Everywhere you look, rabbits were darting between the gravestones, disappearing into the grass, reappearing moments later as if they owned the place. Their presence adds a touch of charm and gentle humour to a setting otherwise filled with thoughts of mortality. Surrounded by the rolling hills, rich in history, filled with ancient stones and centuries of memory, St Peter's Churchyard at Heversham is one of those rare places where the past feels wonderfully close, a peaceful corner of Cumbria where history, nature and remembrance continue to share the same ground.